Anyway, we're actually done with shout-outs, believe it or not. And the funny thing is we broke a record today. Another nice round number. But we got a bunch of people signing up, but they didn't want their shout-outs, I guess. So
The shout-out is now passé.
yeah, shout-out, I guess nobody cares
It's
anymore.
old hat. It's cliche.
It's still offered here. So, two more things here very quickly. One more thing before the Vinny V Sports Quiz. And just out of
How
curiosity.
long have we gone?
We've actually only gone 36 minutes.
Oh,
believe it
okay,
or
we're
not.
fine. We're fine.
Time's just rushing by, Or it's
Yeah.
like one of those TNA shows. But someone requested this. It was the poll on the board, the Brent Kremen poll. For those of you that are unaware, those of you that are listening for free, Brent Kremen is a buddy of ours who came
He's a guy
over.
we know.
He's a friend of ours. He
Actually,
came over.
he is now.
He came over and he's a Jew, so we accept everybody here at f4wonline.com. He came over recently for the TNA pay-per-view and watched the whole deal, and he ended up doing a recap with us. And nobody knew quite what to make of this. It was polarizing.
Even more polarizing than John Cena.
Yeah, much more, actually. People either love... Actually, it was about as polarizing as John Cena the last 2 weeks. You either loved him or you hated him.
Yeah.
There was no middle ground. So then he made a special guest appearance out of nowhere on our Christmas show. And the tide turned. There were people that said he saved the show. And we had Granny on the Christmas show, and nobody thought she could be topped. At least
But
when we
then-
were recording the show. And God bless you, Granny, but I think Brent may have topped you.
I think it's possible. I had to go back and
Whose
listen.
idea was this?
That right there is Brent Kremen, in fact.
And that's not his wacky radio voice. That's just how he talks.
Yes, that is Brent, and he did some karaoke with us the other day, and it sounded pretty much like this.
Hope there are any kids listening.
As he sang Light My Fire
Fire
by Jim Morrison. So, anyway, we did a poll. Do you love him? Do you hate him? Do you loathe him? Do you like him? And the results are as follows. Love him, 47%.
Whose idea was this?
I don't know. Like him, 41%.
Whose idea was this?
I have no idea. Hate him, 2%. That's right. And loathe him, 7%. That was the boogeyman.
That was the boogeyman.
Yeah, so anyway, that's the Brent poll, everybody. I don't know why anyone would care, but there you go. So now, without further ado, let's get on to what everyone is listening for today, the Vinny V Sports Quiz. For those of you new to the show, a couple of weeks ago, we did the Super Chico Sports Quiz, in which a bunch of, I will just say it, geeks on the board put together a sports quiz that they thought that I was going to do terribly at. Mm-hmm. Vince thought
Including
so as
myself.
well.
I doubted you.
And actually, I'll be honest, I thought I was going to get 0 right because I don't know anything about sports. And really, I believe that, how can I say this? As a religious man, I believe in a universal storehouse of knowledge
I see.
that a man can pull from.
Mention study.
A universal mind,
Ah, I see. Okay.
a ethereal internet.
You're getting metaphysical now, yes.
Yeah, and I believe that's how I passed the sports quiz because a lot of
You
these,
had help from the Lord.
I did. I had help from a higher power because some of these questions in 100 years I did not know, but I had to spit out a name and I spit out the right name.
I see.
That's right.
Okay.
So we'll see who's the man of the Lord tonight, Vince,
Right.
and who is not.
Now, we should explain here what...
Because if you don't know the answer, unlike me, God is not helping you. I just know this.
That's probably true.
And I would just like to add that the board, in the words of the wonderful fans in Orlando, they got served.
They did. You served the board.
I served those fuckers.
You proved me wrong.
Yeah. So tonight, they have put together a Vinny V sports quiz. Now, the key here is that Vince believes he is a sports genius.
I've never used those exact words. I do follow sports.
Vince follows sports. Vince has written some sports columns. He has done some sports writing when he's not writing about lures and bass. So we're going to test it out tonight. We're going to see how
snapmares.
smart you really are. And you know what I'm going to tell one of these days, Vince? The story of you winning Gay Jeopardy. But that's another story for another day. That's a tease for next time. But Vince does do very well at these sorts of things, so we'll see just how well he does tonight. This was created by... Oh, I almost actually revealed the answer of number 10. I was like, who is so-and-so? Ken Hesser,
Ken Hesser.
I believe is his name, because the email address is Hesser1, so I don't know any other Hessers.
But he signed it Ken?
No.
Oh.
I'm assuming it's Ken Hesser. It's the only Hesser I know.
Oh, I see.
So, dear Bryan, congratulations on your excellent 6 out of 10 score on my MC Chico sports quiz. You've proved to me and the others of Podair Nation, that's what they call themselves, that indeed you are more knowledgeable than Maria, and maybe even Snitsky in athletic matters. Definitely more than, I don't know about Maria. I think she's actually much smarter than she appears to be, and Gene Snitsky is just a phenom, but I like to think that I'm much smarter than Christy Hemme.
Well, yeah.
Perhaps you didn't see her when she was on Howard Stern, I believe, was a show where she had to answer a bunch of questions.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
She even failed the sex quiz, I believe, which is impossible.
Actually, to be honest, about that 5-second pause, about 1.5 seconds was Christy who?
Yeah.
She's already gone.
You're a fool. So, I think it's only fair for Vinny to have a shot to match or beat your score. Therefore, I have fashioned a much harder quiz.
Damn it.
For your Cato Kalin to tackle.
Whoa, hang on, what?
With a fantasy...
Does that mean you're going to kill someone someday? Because if you do, it'll be me. That was Bryan scratching his beard, everyone.
O.J. Simpson did not kill Cato Kalin. Even I know that.
Yeah.
But here's a trivia
fact. But if you kill someone, it will be me.
O.J. Simpson, if in fact he committed these murders, actually whoever committed them, they were committed on my birthday.
Oh.
In 1995, I believe.
And where were you on that
day? I believe
day?
that was the year. I was celebrating my fucking birthday.
Okay, settle down.
In fact, hold on a second. We got to find out what year it is. OJ killed.
I think it was
June 12th.
I think it was 95.
If it was 95,
the verdict came down. I remember the class I was in, and it was my last year at Shoreline.
94.
It was 94?
No, wait, yeah, June 12th, 1994.
Okay.
So here's the trivia for the day, built around the slaying of O.J. Simpson's wife. It took place on my birthday, exactly 1 year before the very first issue of Figure 4 Weekly was published. June 12th, 1995 was my 20th birthday, and it was the very first issue of Figure 4 Weekly.
Wow.
I like them apples.
Can we see that issue?
No.
Okay.
You will never see it. So anyway, let's get back here. I don't know how we went on that tangent, but I blame Kenny. Kenny the Quizmaster, he calls himself. Kenny H75, the Quizmaster from Gainesville, Florida.
I know that name.
All
I don't know who Ken Hesser is. I just know Kenny H75.
That's Ken Hesser, you jackass.
I see.
It's the same man.
I understand now.
All right, here we go. Let me get some sort of tune, which we can use if you get it right, and a different sort of tune, which we will use if, in fact, you get it wrong. If you get the answer right, we will play this tune. All right?
That's a tune?
Yeah.
All right.
If you get the answer wrong, we will play this. Fucking so retarded.
That's much better.
So, here we go. Within 10 yards, how many yards did Tiki Barber rush for Week 15, setting the Giants' record?
Within 15? This is evil. I will say 210.
Within 10 yards.
Right, so I get credit for 200 to 220 then, right?
That's right.
That's my guess. Right?
You are correct, Vince.
Fuck yeah.
I hope everybody is taking note of this because I'm not keeping score. But that is one. I'm able to keep score.
Keep score to that high?
Through one, yes.
Once you pass two, it's all the same.
Yeah.
There's one and then there's some.
All right. So far, Vince, you are 1 for 1. Congratulations. Question 2. Where did emergent fantasy star Larry Johnson of the Chiefs go to college, where he finished second in Heisman Trophy balloting in 2002?
Penn State.
That's 2, Vince.
That's 2.
I'm impressed because they may as well have sent this quiz in Latin.
Yes.
Because I would have had the same sort of... In fact, I probably would have done better with Latin, to be honest.
Actually, much better than Latin.
Actually, figuring out
being a man of the Lord and all.
Fucking answers. Question 3. Name the 2 running backs from Auburn who went in the
Cadillac Williams and Ronnie Brown.
That's 3.
Next.
Wow. What former undrafted running back for Liberty University surprised fantasy players with impressive stats for the Packers in the second half of the season?
That would be Samcon Gatto.
That's correct, Vince.
Oh, yes.
You are 4 for 4. All right. Oh, this is a multiple-part question. A quarter of a point each.
Oh, boy, math.
I'll name a team and their BCS bowl game, and you name their upcoming opponent.
Quiz is a mite old, but okay.
It is. This may actually be too old, but we'll just try it.
To be honest, I may not know these, so.
USC in the Rose Bowl.
That was Texas. Hell of a game.
Ohio State in the Fiesta Bowl.
Wasn't, of course, it wouldn't be Michigan, and they played Nebraska, so it wouldn't be them.
I like the thinking out loud to appear to be smart.
I'm going to throw out Miami. That's my
Fucking
guess.
so retarded.
I didn't know that one.
I'm sorry. Number 3. Florida State in the Orange Bowl.
Virginia Tech.
Fucking so retarded. Penn State.
Oh, because it was Bowden and Paterno. God damn it.
West Virginia in the Sugar Bowl.
Was that Miami?
Fucking so retarded.
There you go. I got 1 out of 4 in
Georgia.
college football.
All right, so you are now 5 1/4, 4 1/4 out of 5. And I'm already starting to lose track here. So far, so good though. You've only missed 3/4 of a question.
I keep my head above water.
That's right. They are theoretically getting harder though.
Oh damn!
And the one you got right was the first of 4.
And it should have been the easiest.
Here we go. All or nothing. Name all 3 NFL teams coached by Dick Vermeil.
The Kansas City Chiefs, the St. Louis Rams, and the Philadelphia Eagles. I like your delayed click. Like maybe you think I'll change my mind.
That is correct.
Oh, yes.
Number 7. You've only missed 3/4 of a question thus far. What running back set the Monday Night Football record for rushing against the Seahawks in the Kingdom in 1987, including a 91 yards, he wrote years, a 91 yards touchdown run?
That would be Vincent Edward Bo Jackson.
That is correct. Number 8. Name 2 out of 3 cities in which the New Orleans Saints played home games this season.
That would be San Antonio, Texas, and Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
That is correct. Look at you getting all smug and cocky.
I'm feeling good right now. We should do football questions every week.
Brian, I'm trying to lose weight.
Hey.
You are fat. Vince is indeed a dick.
I'm a heathen.
All right. I feel better now. All right. Number 9. You don't do well with these because this is a 4-part Matt Hasselbeck question.
Okay.
A quarter point each.
Are there 4 things to know about Matt Hasselbeck? That's a good question.
What is his brother's name, who also is an NFL quarterback?
Tim.
Where did both Matt and Tim go to college?
They're both Eagles of Boston College. I think they're the Eagles. They definitely went to Boston College.
Matt's sister-in-law and Tim's wife, Elizabeth, was on what reality show?
Survivor?
Elizabeth Hasselbeck is now regular on what daytime show?
The View.
9.
I always get View questions right.
You've got
I've missed 3/4 of a question.
8 1/4 of 9 thus far. Uh-oh, this actually, the final question may be outdated. What quarterback is currently leading the NFL with the most touchdown passes at 30?
Okay, this is gay right here. Because the season's over. Actually, come to think of it, the season's over, and I'm not even sure who's leading right now, or who ended up in the lead.
At 30. When the record was 30, who was in the lead?
I'm going to say Tom Brady. That's my guess.
Fucking so retarded. Carson Palmer.
Yeah, okay.
Who I actually thought had sent in this quiz initially. Till I realized we did not have a Carson Palmer on the board. So the final tally, Vince, is 8 1/4 out of 10.
That's not bad.
That is pretty damn good, young
No,
Vincent.
Thank you.